something interesting came out recently.
Very.
It just kind of came out of the blue. However, it was a pleasant surprise for me, and that was just this thing. So it was 765-874.
Yes.
Regeneration. And it's just this 2-minute clip, right? It's this 2-minute clip. And I'm like, okay, so we see the saucer of the Enterprise D. Okay. And then we see this figure walking up. I'm like, oh my god, that's Spock. Oh my god, that's Kirk's grave. Spock is visiting Kirk's grave.
Yep.
And the tears started flowing. I gotta tell you.
Started flowing. Yes, it has to do with Picard, because in Picard they bring back the Enterprise D, and everybody's like, "Well, how do they do that? It crashed in Generations. How do they do that?" And they say that they, rescued the saucer from that planet. I don't remember what planet it was.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
And then got the nacelles from other ships that had been discontinued. And so Regeneration is the lifting up of the saucer section. Like that first shot of like the saucer section and the two cable ships in the air, that's in direct relation to what they're talking about in Picard, although it is not official canon.
No.
It is technically
this
fanfare.
This is fanfare. This is actually sanctioned fanfare from the Roddenberry archive.
From the Roddenberry archive, correct.
Yeah, yes.
And OTOY.
And they're teaming up with the visual effects company, essentially, who has been doing, deep fake stuff with everything, essentially.
I didn't realize this.
They've been doing a lot.
Videos.
They have several videos.
Yeah.
They're planning something. What they're planning, I don't quite know, and because they're all numbered kind of weird. What is clear is that one reason why they're doing this is because they teamed up with the Roddenberry
archive,
yeah. And they've been rebuilding. They've been literally from the inside out a sort of metaverse version of every Enterprise.
Oh,
the interiors of every Enterprise.
You knew about that.
Yeah, well, of course I have been. I've followed that, and I got curious, like, what the fuck are these guys doing? You have no idea about this, but I do. That scene is lifted directly from, I believe, the first book in the Shatnerverse.
Yes, I did know that. He's wrote a lot of books.
He does. He writes a lot.
I kind of want to read them.
He's a philanthropist, I'll tell you that. Here's the thing.
And I've heard that they're good, too.
I bet you they're all right.
Not like fantastic.
I've heard that a lot of people kind of say it feels like an ego trip a little bit, which it's Bill Shatner. I bet you it could kind of feel that way.
It's Kirk.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I have not read them, but since seeing 765-874, I want to see it. I want to read them.
Yeah, if that's an inkling of what those books are, all right, I'll take a look. I'll take a gander.
Well, I'm a little upset because I was going to get the audiobooks to all of them, but unfortunately on Audible, the only audiobooks that are available for them are the abridged version of the books, and I'm like, no, I don't want
the full thing.
I want the full thing, right?
I did a little bit of research.
Are they doing
too.
something with the Shatnerverse? That'd be great. Yeah. I would love it if they did the Shatnerverse over what we ended up getting.
And that ties back to Picard Season 3, actually.
To me, Generations, I think, is my second favorite of the Star Trek TNG movies. Mm-hmm. And that being said, I still think it's one messy movie.
It is.
It's mostly nostalgia. Because that was my first experience ever with TNG, was that movie. And it was because Kirk was in it.
Yeah. And that's why he's in it, to get the people that watch the TOS to watch this movie.
It is well. I think here's the thing with Generations that I love, genuinely love. I love the themes of Generations throughout the entire thing. Picard is upset that he doesn't have a son. He doesn't have a family. The closest thing he had to a family died in that fire. I like that. So he doesn't have a generation past him.
Yep.
The Enterprise itself getting destroyed. What's the next Enterprise going to be? That's another generation of Enterprise right there. Yep. And then what I love about with Kirk's first scene is him going on the next generation of Enterprises. And what does he do? He saves the day. He dies saving the Enterprise D. He's all by himself. He does the right thing, too, in my opinion, where he goes, no.
Wait. Your place is on the bridge of your ship. I'll take care of it.
And I love how kind of excited he is, too, about it. I'm like, this is so Kirk. The entire opening is pure Kirkness. If Kirk wasn't in the rest of Generations, I would have been fine. Because to me, his death in the opening of Star Trek Generations is the perfect way for Kirk to go.
Yep.
And like when Picard goes up to Kirk and says, hey, I need your help. And Kirk goes, sure. He's like one captain of the Enterprise to the other. He immediately is like, yeah, absolutely, let's do this. And I'm like, that's so Kirk. That's very Kirk. And I don't hate the ending. I don't hate Kirk's death in that either. Because I remember as a kid bawling my eyes out because I was like, they can't kill Kirk. Kudos to Bill Shatner, though. Bill Shatner, in an interview actually about what we're talking about, 765-874, admitted that he thinks that ending where he says, oh my, at the end didn't come out right. It makes him look kind of afraid.
Right.
And of death, and that wasn't the point. Kirk, or Bill Shatner said, and the director said, the point of that wasn't that he was scared. He was saying, oh my, because he's like, this is it. This is
the next adventure.
It's the next adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just didn't quite come off that way.
No, I didn't get that when we watched it. I took it as
No, it doesn't come off that way. But all I know is that seeing Spock going to Kirk's grave hit me right in the goddamn feels.
And it's only 2 minutes long.
And it's only 2 minutes, and I'm like, wow, the emotional powerhouse in this is astonishing.
So well done.
Because it made me think of like those scenes on even Star Trek V where Kirk goes, I lost a brother once. Lucky for me, I got him back. And or the scenes where he says to Spock, sometimes the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many, and just the friendship that those two have, and the lengths that they go through for each other. Like even in Star Trek II, I love that little bit where Kirk is about to go on to Dr. Marcus's little space station there that's around City Alpha 5, and he's been calling him Admiral the entire time, and then when Kirk is about to leave,
he says,
Spock goes, Jim,
be careful.
Be careful.
Yep. Powerful.
And I love that.
He's a Vulcan. He doesn't have emotions, or they're suppressed. When it counts, he lets that little bit, like, I care about you.
There are some really good moments of that in TOS. Genuine moments like that in TOS. And one of them is on City on the Edge of Forever. They're trying to find McCoy.
What is it? McCoy. He's
And I love that. There's a little bit of emotion there to show that they really do have a friendship. And I love in Amok Time, which is the episode which introduced the dreaded Pon farr, Spock thinks he killed Kirk.
Captain. Jim!
But there's something so deep about 765-874. Him looking...
No,
I love him putting that badge, or looking at that badge.
Yeah, he like picks it up real slow, like.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is wonderful, but this does have very Shatnerverse vibes.
I did not watch the whole interview, but they said that they have like a 10-hour interview with him, and they only put out, whatever they put out. I didn't watch the video. I feel bad. I thought I did research. I was going to surprise you with the Roddenberry archives 3D renderings of the Enterprises. Have you?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. I have the link.
I want to check these out. Okay,
I'm going to send you the link in Skype. So if I remember correctly, this is your favorite Enterprise. I've been just messing around with this, and like I said, we both have gone and rewatched Enterprise, the 2000 show, and being able to explore the Enterprise NX-01 and then walk into his ready room, go to the Enterprise D, walk around the Enterprise D virtually. Oh, it is just so cool. And then now with WASD, you can walk around.
What?
It is so cool.
What? Oh my god, this is amazing.
You can do this in almost every Enterprise throughout all
Yeah,
of Star
this is
Trek.
what they have been doing.
It just released like 2 weeks ago. It's in a beta, so it is very clunky, but oh my goodness, is it so well done.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, I didn't even see the navigational array. I just tested it to make sure it worked. Wow. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
You can sit in the chair
What?
too.
I'm going to. Yes! Jim, I live for this shit.
When I saw that you could actually walk around, I was like, I gotta surprise Adam with this. I'm glad that you knew of it but didn't do it.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet because I didn't think it was like out yet. I didn't think.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason that they started doing this, according to the Roddenberry archive, is because when they destroyed these sets and realized that what they were going to be doing with Picard season 3, they had nothing to go off of. When the set was taken down in whatever 1996 or whatever, that was it. They didn't keep any records of it. There was no dimensions, so they had to completely build from photographs.
If I remember, yeah, they had photographs and a couple of blueprints, and that was about it.
Right.
Well, in fact, if I know correctly, they almost had to rebuild these sets almost after every movie because they always thought like every movie was going to be the last movie.
That was it. So the Roddenberry archive started this not only so like fans could get to relive these ships, but if for whatever reason another show wants to come back and they want to bring the Enterprise refit, all right, here's a 3D rendering of it. You can make it in any 3D engine, and not only do you have the exterior, but now here's at least the core elements of the interiors. This is NX-01.
Yeah, this is the NX-01.
This is beautiful.
This is amazing.
And it really just shows you how cramped it is too. Look how many more computer monitors and like stations there are in essentially the same amount of space. Only certain ones have the ability to do the walking around.
What? Oh my god, dude! This is sick as
different episodes throughout. So anytime there's any iteration, like for Enterprise D,
so there's
like 4
Discovery,
variants.
there's Strange New Worlds. I don't care about those. But there's the one. Oh! They have the different Enterprise, like literally the different Enterprises.
Every single Enterprise that has ever been mentioned is in here currently.
What is this one? I'm curious if they did this one. No, they didn't. Okay. I was hoping that they did this one like in 2D, like really awkward 2D. That would have been really funny.
Oh, but like, tell me that is not cool. And like, if you click on the ship or the prime timeline, it gives you more information on it.
Yeah, that's
it's
sick as...
like star dates that it was used. It is so cool. But the goal is to, yes, not only get every Enterprise, but then, Voyager, Defiant, any class.
I'm
Romulan
really
ships,
curious.
Klingon ships.
I'm really curious about the different TOS sets because I didn't know that they changed. Like I did.
Yeah, I didn't either, but like apparently it could even be just a slight change from season to season that as a viewer we might not even noticed.
This is so cool.
I
can spend all day on this thing. Yeah.
I felt so bad. Jen was actually like having a rough day the other day when I found this, and she was messaging me and she's like, my stomach's not feeling right or something, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would being able to tour the Enterprise D in a 3D environment help? And she got so mad. But I was like, this is
how
so
can you
cool.
get mad with that? Like that is like the greatest compliment anyone can ever say.
I know. I felt
it's
bad,
like, oh, do you feel bad? Well, let's walk around the Enterprise set. Let's do that.
When I like heard about this, I thought they had Enterprise D, Enterprise A, Enterprise NX-01. I thought that's all.
No,
they
these
had.
guys have gone balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
There's the Kelvin timeline. They even have mirror universe NX-01.
And I'm very appreciative that they did this. And I love the fact that this is like officially sanctioned by the Roddenberry estate.
Correct.
Well, the
It's
Roddenberry
not
archive, which I don't know. I don't
archive.
know if you're familiar with the Roddenberry archive, but they release a lot of cool stuff, like a lot of behind the scenes
Yeah.
footage and pictures and
I didn't
stuff
know
like
about
that.
them until you showed me the OTOY, but like I've kind of deep dived into them and
Yeah, yeah,
started watching some of their
yeah.
stuff and looking at it, but mostly looking at the ships and just being like, oh. All right. Well, my name is James Fresca. You can follow me on YouTube. I recently made a YouTube channel and I stream every Thursday. I play Forza Horizon. Currently, right now, I am just doing all the weekly events when they come out on Thursdays. It's usually 2 or 3 hours, really chillaxed stream. Come hang out if you want. As more games come out that I get more and more comfortable with, I will start playing those as well. If you want to see some of my short films that I've worked on, mostly all of them, you should actually follow Adam and check out his stuff because for quite a lot of it, I helped shoot it in some way, shape, or form. So Scrappy Doo with a zero if you want to follow me in my live streams, or AN Productions if you want to see some of the short films that I've worked on.
Well, anyways, thank you so much for joining, everybody. Again, all my social media is in the description below. You can find me at Facebook at Adam Noyce Productions. That is me on Facebook if you want to check that out. I have a lot of posts there, a lot of behind-the-scenes pictures, and a lot of updates. Also go there. And if you wish to subscribe to me, well, you could just hit the subscribe button. But you can find me at AN Productions official channel. That is my YouTube, YouTube URL. You can subscribe to me there. Or, of course, you could go to my website, and that is www.adamnproductions.com. And you'll have a lot of stuff there, a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff there, a lot of good pictures, a lot of funny content there, along with all the stuff that you can find on YouTube as well. It would be good just to pop on over and check it out. It's a good archive as well. So again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, peace out, gentlemen.